Now, I got a question about fan mail. I've been in foreign countries where I've seen TV shows and movies playing in, like Good Times playing in France, dubbed in. I'm just curious, what is your foreign fan mail like?
I get a lot of fan mail from Germany, for some reason. The show apparently is very popular in Germany. I get a lot of fan mail from Germany, primarily Germany. And I had occasion to work in Germany just recently, Austria, but I flew in Munich, and it's in German, I speak very good German too, and it's funny to watch it in German, but they relate to it some way. I don't know. But when they met me there on occasion, I'd be in places, restaurants. They would recognize me, and then they would speak to me. And of course, most of them speak English, and I would speak with them, and they would, that's not the voice. This is not the voice. And they didn't. I got the feeling they didn't like my real voice. They preferred the Germans, the man who does my voice. They prefer his voice, to my voice.
Well, a question about that show. I mean, I don't want to dwell on it,
No,
but I read once that you felt that you weren't getting quite the respect for such a long-running show and all the money that made for the Fox network. I mean, did you ever feel that the show was underappreciated by critics?
Well, I always said that when the show premiered, it got great reviews, which is little known. I mean, all the papers reviewed it well as being very funny. But as time went on, I think it became kind of a lowbrow sense of, they take the easy way, and it's kind of, anybody can be funny this way, which I don't agree with. I mean, it's in terms of the writing of the show was difficult to write, and it was, when it was funny, it was very funny. And I don't think it was appreciated for how funny it really was. That's all. And I thought that it was kind of that the television community in Los Angeles is fairly conservative, and it's boring to me, in that way that the same people are awarded year in and year out for the same performances year in and year out, and to me it's boring. And I never thought that I mean, I didn't ever minded anybody winning an award, and I never questioned anybody's award. But I did question that, other people could have been nominated, and their work was as good as this work that was being awarded every year. That's what I used to say, And to me it was, but who cares? I mean, I never really, it was not my goal to win one of these awards, but when I was asked about them, I would say that's what I felt about them. Okay. That basically they're meaningless.
I got a question about your career as a theater actor.
Yep.
These days you go to a play, cell phones are going off, beepers are going off.
Oh, yeah.
Were you ever thrown off by something going on in the audience when you were doing plays?
I was distracted. Yeah, I guess that's thrown off a few times. People eating things in the theater, like it's, with the crumpling paper, what is that?
The cellophane and the
cellophane paper and stuff. Yeah.
Now, what would you go through?
Or people talking to themselves sometimes in the theater.
Now, what would go through your mind at those moments?
What do you think? Gee, I wish they'd stop that. Gosh.
Okay. Well, a question about early in the career, when actors usually have a struggle, usually I think friends and family are supportive, but did you ever have people who told you, it's not going to happen for you, give it up?
No, I never did. Thank God, huh? My family was very supportive, if not financially or anything. They just said, well, go ahead, do what you want. They never, I mean, I think they always kind of, in some way, believed that I could be successful, and I think that's important. I think, it doesn't hurt.
Well, turning to this movie, you looked like a cop in this, because cops don't always have the greatest wardrobes, but they're trying to look professional.
Yes.
How much thought went into what you were going to wear in this?
Well, the only credit I can take for that is that they would offer me a choice of 3 different ties or 2 different jackets and 2 pair of slacks, and I would pick the one of the 3, and you know what I mean. That's the only credit I can take.
Okay. Well, now the locations they use in this film, not the greatest neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Now, how were the cast and crew when you're shooting these places that are all dark and demolished buildings and?
Well, a lot of them were. Let's see. Yeah, I guess a few of them were not in the best neighborhoods, but you know they've got them. I mean, if it's a night shoot in not a good neighborhood, I mean it's the lights and they have police and they have the trailers with guards. I mean, you feel very insulated. You know, is that the right thing? You know, you're protected. You don't feel threatened.
Yeah.